Have you ever felt that people only remember you when they need something? Have you ever pushed aside your own rest, peace, or plans just to help someone who disappears the moment their problem is solved? If you've lived that, then this story is for you. In a quiet countryside village, surrounded by wide golden fields, lived a man named Daniel. Everyone in the village knew him well. If a wagon got stuck, they called Daniel. If someone's roof leaked during a storm, Daniel was the first to climb up and fix it. If anyone needed company, comfort, or advice, Daniel was always there. He never refused a request. He believed that being helpful made him a good person, and in many ways it did. But slowly, something began to change. Daniel's days no longer belonged to him. His field stayed half-plowed, his home needed repairs, and his own responsibilities piled up while he was out fixing everyone else's problems. Every night, when he came home exhausted, his mother would ask, "Daniel, you carry everyone's burdens, but who carries yours?" He only smiled and replied, "One day, they'll remember everything I've done." But that day never arrived. One evening, dark clouds gathered. The villagers rushed to protect their crops from the approaching storm. Daniel immediately ran to help a friend whose wheat was still exposed. They worked fast to save it, but while Daniel was saving someone else's harvest, his own fields were left open to the rain. When the storm passed, Daniel stood soaked, staring at his destroyed crop. His mother whispered gently, "You saved everyone except yourself." Her words cut deeper than the storm. The next morning, Daniel walked to the edge of the village to speak with Elias, an older farmer known for his wisdom. "I don't understand," Daniel said. "I help everyone, but inside I feel empty. I'm not tired of work. I'm tired of people." Elias pointed toward the river beside them. "Look at the river, Daniel. It gives life to everything around it. But when heavy rains come and the river loses its boundaries, what happens?" "It floods," Daniel answered quietly, "and destroys what was supposed to help." Elias nodded. "Exactly. Even kindness needs boundaries. Without them, kindness turns into self-damage. You must stop being available for everyone and start being present for yourself." Then Elias gave him a task. "For the next 7 days, don't say yes right away. Before agreeing to help, pause and ask, 'Can I truly afford this today?' If the answer is no, simply say, 'Not today.'" For Daniel, that week felt strange. On the first day, a neighbor rushed to him for help. Daniel looked at his unfinished work, took a steady breath, and said, "I'm sorry, not today. I need to take care of my own tasks." The neighbor looked shocked, but Daniel stayed firm. By sunset, his land was finally ready, something he hadn't achieved in months. Each day, new requests came. Daniel said no, politely but confidently, and each night, a new sense of peace filled his home. On the 4th day, heavy rain returned. This time, Daniel's roof began to leak. He looked around. No one came. No one even noticed. But instead of feeling abandoned, Daniel smiled. For the first time, he repaired his own roof, alone, quietly and proudly. Under the fixed shelter, he whispered, "So this is what respect to myself feels like." Weeks passed, and Daniel changed. He no longer lived to please everyone. He chose his peace first. And something surprising happened. People started to respect him more. Neighbors learned to solve their own problems. Fewer people knocked on his door for unnecessary favors. His fields grew greener, his health returned, and his smile became genuine again. Daniel was no longer the man who belonged to everyone. He was the man who finally belonged to himself. One evening, Elias visited Daniel's home. Looking at the healthy crops, he asked, "So, Daniel, did the world fall apart when you stopped being available all the time?" Daniel laughed softly. "No, it finally changed for the better." Elias smiled. "When you stopped saying yes to everyone, you finally said yes to yourself. That's when life begins to change. So now let me ask you, are you like Daniel? Always there for everyone, but slowly disappearing from your own life? Remember this. You're not unkind for saying no. You're simply choosing peace over pressure. And people respect what you protect. So protect your time, protect your mind, protect your energy. And if this story touched your heart, don't forget to follow Words and Lessons, where every story helps you grow in English and in life.